Welcome to Good Vital Mornings. Daily inspiration and that good music. Yes. Good Vital Morning, daily inspiration and that good music. I'm your boy, your cousin, your big unk. All that, a bag of chips, and a 50-cent juice. I am he, and he is me, Mr. P.L. Sweets, here to bring you that daily inspiration. Morning motivation right here on the Good Vital Mornings podcast. Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 3 days of inspiration, 3 days of motivation. Make sure you lock in with us every morning. Every show is no longer than 15 minutes. I'm here not to get you to your day, but here to get you through your day by continuously providing inspiration and motivation along with some great music, some great insight, and some great knowledge. So make sure you like, subscribe, review, and share. And if you're not driving, riding the bicycle on the treadmill, would you just copy the link, send it to someone that you love? And if you are watching, make sure that you not only subscribe, but you hit the bell to get notified. Check us out on all the socials. If you are a listener, make sure you go to the YouTube channel because it's a lot of different playlists that you don't get to hear on the audio version. So head over there. Make sure you do that. Good Vital Mornings on IG. And you can find me, PL Sweets, on every platform. And I mean every platform. You know, I was getting out the shower. I was looking at my hand. And I have this scar on my hand. And it kind of reminded me of what it was. I have a scar down my abdomen, and it's from prostate cancer surgery. And a lot of times we hide our scars, you know, but it's more than that. They're there to remind you that you were here, that you fought, that you survived. But the process of it is a whole other thing. But you know, I got the perfect song.
Who shot you? Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn streets.
It's on.
All that bickering beef.
Biggie.
I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, shaking the concrete. Then it stop when I fall.
1995, the Notorious B.I.G. This track was everywhere when it dropped. It was everywhere when it dropped. 1995. This was the B-side of the Big Papa single. A lot of people thought that he was aiming this song at Tupac, but knowing people around Big at the time, that was not the case. Even though Tupac did respond with "Hit 'Em Up," that wasn't the case. The producer of the track, I did not know that Naheem Murray produced the track. I was like, oh shoot. God was working. It was working. And I looked at a couple of interviews with Biggie, and he was talking about how the original demo was really meant as an intro featuring Keith Murray for the My Life album by Mary J. Blige. And when I thought about it, and when I heard the I Shot Ya by LL, it made sense. The tempo, the bounce, it made sense. But I often wondered, where did this song come from? But you know, I know.
But just remember this, as long as you live and breathe, I love you, David. I really love you.
Baby, it's no fun saying goodbye to someone as beautiful as you. It's no fun saying...
You would not believe where this sample came from. If you're familiar with Isaac Hayes and his songwriting partner, David Porter, This was off of his album. This was a concept album. The song is actually 9 minutes long. It was a concept album released in 1971. And I listened to the whole song. I was like, wow, this is amazing. If you have a chance, make sure you click the link and not only listen to that sample, but listen to the album. It's a really, really an incredible batch of music. This guy was in he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. As you can imagine, all of the music that he's done over the years, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Celine Dion, Otis Redding, ZZ Top, Tom Jones, all the samples, Wu-Tang Clan, Drake. We can go down the line. And all the things that he did with Isaac Hayes, the Sam and Dave, Soul Man, Hold On, I'm Coming, and too many to name. Who Shot You came from an operatic concept album by a Hall of Fame songwriter that no one knew had an album. Who knew? But I'm here to tell you this about your scars. They tell you survived. Just like the title, Who Shot You? Every scar is proof. Every scar is proof something dangerous tried to take you down. That you're here. That you're still breathing. See, the protocol of healing begins when you acknowledge the wound and not ignore it. Don't pretend that your scars don't sting. They do. Don't act like they don't whisper in the dark. They do. Don't let them remind you that you were attacked, but that you overcame, that you carried through when many have been broken. Healing does not mean erasing evidence. You've seen too many cop shows for that, right? Some people wish their scars would disappear, and that's understandable based on where your scar is. What about your internal scar? The thing that you can't forget or forgive. Healing isn't about erasing the war. It's about reinterpreting it. The wound, the shame, the betrayal, those are part of your map. But it's not part of your chains. You don't need to hide your scars. You need to re-narrate them. Every groove, every mark is your personal scripture. Let the world see what you've been through, because scars do not dishonor you. They dignify you. When you refuse shame, use the scar to guard and not to the limit, because sometimes we won't do things because you know it's going to hurt, because you've been down that road before. But sometimes you got to take a chance and don't let the wound define your future. Yeah. Some people let it define them for the rest of their lives, and they never get past it. But I'm here to tell you, if you don't let it imprison you, you know what happens? It won't. It won't. You got two options with your scars. Number one, you can wrap it in bitterness and you can live behind them, meaning that you're letting it shape your decisions. You letting it shape your perspective. You letting it shape every aspect of your being. Or you could pick number two. You let them redefine your voice, deepen your empathy, sharpen your boundaries. And let the evidence of that pain, of that journey, become the engine of your next chapter. You know, sometimes God will allow things to happen to detour you back to your original path. Sometimes we can get off task. And sometimes that detour is shaping you, refining you. And when you come out of there, you got a couple of scars. But you wear those scars with wisdom. You don't hide them. You don't shrink from them. You learn from them. You let them anchor your resilience. You let them be your proof, not your excuse. You let it be your proof, not your excuse. The scar down my belly tells me I am a cancer survivor. It ain't pretty. You know what it is? It's evidence that I'm here. So next time you stand and you look down or you feel that thing in your heart and your chest, you need to walk in your healing. And knowing that scar is just evidence that you're still here, that you survived, that you made it. I want to challenge you not to let it define you. Don't let it define you. Hey, before we get out of here, would you like, subscribe, review, and share? That would be the most amazing thing you can do for me. You go be great today. You go be amazing. And I'm going to say it like my good friend Corrado always says. Be good to yourself.